Hey, how are you doing? This is Coach Barber from East Valley High School in Moxie, Washington, home of the Red Devils Esports team. And here we're doing another video in our streaming series. This time we're going to talk about building scenes, specifically gameplay and shoutcasting scenes in OBS. How might one go about doing that? So let's go right ahead and get to it. So just the general layout for scenes is as you see it here. You can actually create what you call a scene collection and switch between those. So if I click on my esports scenes here, you'll see I have a bunch of different scenes for shoutcasting. I turn on my switch here, get my switch going. There's a gameplay scene. Let me just turn this on here. Okay, there's Mario Kart 8 coming up. We'll mute the Mario Kart here. Mute the audio, but you can see there it is going on there. And I can switch to my shoutcasting scene, which normally would have a picture of me right there, but I'm creating this tutorial video. It's using that. But if I go to my ×2 scene, there's my other camera right there. So a lot of times you'll want to have two people shoutcasting, two students shoutcasting, and be able to transition between your gameplay scene, this would be just simply the gameplay here, and then your shoutcasting, right? So you can have a nice transition between those. In fact, I'll go home here. All right, So yeah, how do you build these scenes from scratch? Okay, how do you do it? So let's talk about this stuff real quick. Let me go to my blank scene collection. We'll start here from a blank. So here's what you might want to. First thing you might want to do is you might want to use some type of cinematic in the background. So a cinematic, what I'd like to do is I just have an esports folder. And I keep all kinds of things. I keep icons for different teams. Sometimes we play different teams. I keep their icons. I have overlays, different kinds of overlays for Smash. Here's a copy of an overlay here that you can use. I have overlays for different games, social media stuff, right? These are all things that you can add to your scene. Okay. And but I also have these cinematic videos. So I don't know, maybe here's a cinematic video here, right? This is just a basic Smash one. And if you're on our streaming website, I have links to all these resources here. Okay, so I'll make sure I link that in the description of our website. But I have links to all these resources you see. So that's one link there. And so what you want to do is just kind of build a scene, and let's just go ahead and start building. We'll talk about it as we do it. So when you want to add a cinematic background, basically you're adding a media source. So I'm going to add a media source. I'll just call it Smash Cinematic. Okay. And then you just have to locate the file. So that's in my documents, esports, streaming, cinematic. We'll add it right there. Okay, and there it is. Now I want it to loop. Because I want it to keep going on over and over and over again. And anything else? Speed. There's the speed. That's fine. This all looks good to me. I'm just going to click OK, and there's my cinematic video. Now I'm going to stretch this out to fill the whole screen. All right, so that's the first thing I built in this scene, and I don't know. I haven't got a name for this scene yet. Maybe let's call this scene. Let's just have this be shoutcasting. Let's do some shoutcasting. So this will be Smash Shout. I'll just call it Smash Shout. Okay. All right. So there's my Smash Shout. Now, this is my background cinematic video. It's going on now. Maybe I want to put some titles in there. Our school title. So this is all our sources here. So I'm going to add an image. I'm I'm going to call this, this is my school, Red Devils. Red Devils, I'll leave it calling the Red Devils. And let me browse for that image. Now that should be right here. Oops, nope, it's not right there. Where is it? Right there, Red Devils. Okay, so I'm going to add that. That's how it looks. Going to click OK, and there it is right there. Oops. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to move it. Move it to right about that top corner there, and there you go. There's my Red Devils logo. Now, one thing you need to learn, or one thing that happens in OBS is, as far as the order of things, if I switch the cinematic, notice the Red Devils goes away, right? So if I move Red Devils back up here, then you can see it again. So this is in front of the cinematic. Okay, so it's kind of just like selecting the order on, you know, on a slideshow or something like that, the order of graphics. Same kind of thing here. Okay, this puts things either on top, in front of, or behind. So there, I got my Red Devils there. Let's see what else I might need. Well, maybe I want my image graphic to be in the middle. Our logo, we have a school logo. That's another image file. So image file. And we'll call this logo. Okay. And I'm just going to go find that logo. I think it's right here. There's my logo. It's transparent. This is the transparent logo. So this one is nice because I can just kind of move it where I want. Actually, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to drag a corner here. And I'm just going to place it right there. And yeah, that looks good. And there's our little logo flying on there. And now I want to bring in my video. Actually, you know what? I want to bring in a frame that I could put my video in. So frames are good things to have. Again, that's going to be another image. Okay. So I'm just going to call this frame. And I see where I can find that. That I believe is streaming overlays. It's this frame right here. We'll bring that one in right there. Okay, there it is. It's kind of big. So I'm going to make it a lot smaller here. Move it over. Make it smaller. Move it over. Smaller. Let's see how this looks. That's pretty good. So I'll place that right there. Okay. The frame is on top of cinematics in the back. Frame's on top. Everything else is on top. Now maybe I want to bring in my video. Okay. So far we've talked about media source. Media source is for movies, things of that nature, movie files, stuff like that. We've talked about images. Those are for icons and graphics and overlays and things like that. So what I want to bring in next is a video capture device. And I'm just going to bring in my webcam because I'm using my professional Canon HD camcorder for this video I'm making here. So here's my FHD camera. Notice if I click here, I have lots of different. I have a USB video, which I cannot access. I have this USB video, which is this is actually my, it's what you call it. It's a capture card that's, you know, it's got my Smash stuff on there. Okay, so this is my Smash screen using a capture card. There's also the OBS virtual camera, which we don't need that. But I'm just going to bring in this camcorder here. Okay. Now here's the great thing about OBS. So I'm going to make it so I want my face to be a certain size. In fact, I'm going to move this camera just a little bit there. All right. So I want my head maybe to fill up a certain size, maybe that space there. So the great thing about OBS is I can use, if I hold down the Alt key, okay, I'm holding down my Alt key, and And then I can shorten this up. I can grab every side and it's not really moving the video, but it's shortening it up, and I'm putting it right to where those frames go. Maybe I want more like that. Maybe I'll move it up just a bit here. And hold the Alt key again and just slide this down a bit. All right. So there you go. Now I want, looks like I got a little bit of space right there. So I'm going to click on this again. Webcam, move this out just a bit. We'll move it to the end there. But now as you can see, I want the frame to come out in the front. So all I have to do is make sure this frame is above my webcam by moving it up, and now you can see there it is. So I'm all captured in there, and you know, it's not auto-focusing too well, but it's just a generic webcam. It's not what I normally use. Use it in a little bit more lighted situations, and I use this camera for when I have two shoutcasters. Okay, so that's kind of how that works. All right, so what else could I do here? Well, I want the gameplay in, right? Maybe I want that. I want my Smash gameplay to be going on there, so I can add another video capture device, and this is my my Switch. And again, I got my Switch. It's used as a capture card, just a cheap one I got on YouTube. Is it that one? No, it's this one right here. Okay, so I'll just click OK. And then I make it smaller. Gonna put it right here. All right, so that's looking nice. So that gives me a chance to, if someone's actually playing a game, let me see. I'll just click on Mario Kart. It has some scenes, and then it'll kind of just start going by themselves. But if someone's playing a game now, or it's like kind of like, you know, they're trying to form their teams. There's some wait time between a game. Mario Kart's not a good example, but Smash would be a good example. There's usually a little bit of wait time for players to get into the lobby. I would have my students, if there's one of them, I'd have them use this chance to come and do this kind of a scene right here, and maybe just give the audience a little bit of information. Talk to them about what's going on in the esports world, in our club, in this particular game. Maybe they're talking about some strategies for an upcoming match. So this is kind of what I would use a scene like this for. And then, well, I would create another scene. Here's where we create our second scene. We'll just call this the Smash gameplay. And this one would only have one thing on there. This would have not a game capture. Game capture would work if I was having a game on the same computer. Okay, so if I'm streaming on the same computer, I'm let's say spectating a game for. Here's where I would use game capture. But I'm going to use the capture device, add existing now because it's already on there, the Switch. And so now I got these two scenes I can transfer between. Okay. Now the only thing these scenes are missing is audio. There's no audio in any of these scenes. So right now, if you can tell, there's no audio because there's no mics, there's no nothing. Matter of fact, in the audio mixer, I have the Smash Cinematic. It has no audio, so I'm going to mute that. And I'm just going to hide it because we really don't need to see it since it's not really monitoring any audio. The Switch, same thing. The Switch audio comes in a different way. So I'm just going to mute this just in case, and we'll hide that. And my webcam has no audio either, so I'm just going to hide that as well. So really, this is all just graphics and stuff like that. There's no audio there. So if I want to get in some audio, well, I need to add some. First off, in this one, in this particular scene, I don't want the Smash or the, I know this is Mario Kart. I should put on Smash. I keep saying Smash. Let me go ahead and put on Smash here. There we go. Make it legit. Okay. All right. Matter of fact, Like I got a typo here. Look at that. There you go. Typo. Oops. Let's fix that. All right. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So, get back on there. Let's get on there. Smash it. There we go. Okay. I usually cannot play this. Oh, I don't have the... Sorry, I don't have the... Well, I don't have the card in there. That's why I can't play it. All right, let's just pretend this is Smash. Anyways, I don't have any audio, so I need to get some audio into here. I don't want audio from the Switch right in this scene, but I do want audio in the other one. So what I need to add here is just a microphone. So I'm going to add a audio input capture. Okay, and we're just going to call this my wave microphone. That's the only one I'm not using right now. So let's add that, and you'll see all your audio sources are here. So this would be my mic and Elgato Wave. Okay, there it is. And now I'll turn this off. So yeah, my wave has a switch on and off. So now when I turn it off, you can see the meter going, right? As I get closer to it, you can see it's going. So a good audio should pick up your voice, should be between -15 and -10. Okay, that's where you know your audio source is just about right. Okay, so this is picking me up great. Okay, I'm happy with the audio. However, if I needed a boost in this, what I could do is I could click on these filters here and then just add a filter and a gain. So if you ever need a gain, this is one way to get it. Right now it's on 0, but I can turn my gain down. And see, now you can barely even hear me there, right? Or I can go back to the filters and turn it up. And now you'll see I'm peaking out. I'm all in the red, right? You don't want that. So, but this can be good for mics that are temperamental. Either too hot, you can lower them, or too much, you can make them go a little bit higher. You also got you have compressors. You have noise suppression. Noise gates, very good if you got a really hot mic. Limiters, things like that. Okay. And but lots of different filters here. I'm just going to actually delete this filter because I don't need it. But and there you go. So I got my volume on this is perfect. I can turn it down or up using this control right here as well. Okay. I should talk about this right here. These properties here, if you look at that, that just gets you back to that screen where you selected your mic. But there are these advanced properties, audio properties, and if I want to be able to hear myself, let's say in my headphones, right here under my wave microphone, I would turn my monitor on, okay? Monitor and output on. And now if I had my headphones in, and then if I've said in my audio, I've gone down to my audio tab in monitoring device, it's set on default right now, but I don't have any headphones. I use a hardware mixer for everything, so it's all my mixer, but pretend I had some headphones on here, like headphones plugged into my Elgato Wave, which I could do. I could select that as my monitoring device, right? And so when in the advanced properties, and I have this monitor on, I can now hear myself and hear my volume and hear the mix inside of my headphones. I could turn all these things on. Maybe I want to hear the switch. Oh, I haven't added switch audio to this one, but so all I have is my audio. But let's say we wanted to add some switch audio. Matter of fact, if I go to this gameplay here, I want my person to be able to shoutcast, so I'm going to add my audio source. I'm going to add existing wave. So there's my audio source, but I need my switch audio too. Okay, so to get that in there, switch audio, we'll go back to audio input capture, and we'll call this switch audio. Okay, see if I can find it here. Mic in digital audio interface. Okay, this is probably it right there. Digital audio interface. USB. I believe that's the one. We'll see in here in a minute. It's definitely not that one. It could be this one. I got 2 capture cards in my computer. So I'm going to guess it's the first one. Okay, so this is a capture card audio. I'm going to say okay. And there you see, there's the audio. Matter of fact, I'll mute myself in the Wave microphone just so you can see there is oh, maybe that's not the switch audio. Looks like it's reacting to my voice. Testing, 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 testing. Yeah, that's not the switch. That's not the wrong capture card. All right. That is my HD camera. Okay. So let me, I can use, no problem. I can go here and I can switch this. Let's go to this one right there. Okay. All right, there we go. So that's not me talking. That's the actual switch audio. You can see it. You can see it going there. Okay. So that's the switch audio. So I just added audio for the gameplay. So now when I go back and forth between these scenes, turn this mic back on. All right. There you go. So now when I go back and forth between these scenes, this one doesn't have the switch audio, so the audience will only be able to hear myself as the shoutcaster. But when I go to gameplay, they'll be able to hear the audio and myself. Now here's where you might want to adjust. Got the Wave microphone going right between -15 and -10. That's kind of where you want your audio. And I can make this, lower this switch one down a bit, just so the game doesn't drown out the person speaking. And these are really my only 2 audio channels that I have going. So you'll find things that come up in your mixer, okay, that aren't really audio, and you can hide them. I'm going to unhide them now. See, these things, none of these other things really have audio in here. Okay, if I go over here, this doesn't really have any audio. This is just video. So that's why I like to just mute them out and hide them. They don't actually have audio. There's no reason to show them here. Okay. All right. So these are 2 useful scenes, right? 2 useful scenes. Okay. Well, there's other things you can add in here. Okay. So again, if I wanted to add another video frame right now, I could just add another frame and another camera, another source. Okay. Gosh, I could add another whole scene. I could add this scene gameplay to the mix. Game capture, again, that's for use. That you use that when you want to when you're playing a video game that is on the computer you're streaming from. That's what you would use that for. A web browser. Okay. Audio output capture. Maybe you have a device hooked up to your computer that's outputting audio. Okay. Maybe you want to capture that. I have never used this myself. I don't know if there's a good application for it, but maybe. Window captures. A window capture would be, if I just say okay here, this would be capturing any window you got open. For instance, this is the window I have open on one of my other computers right now. It's my M game. It's my whole hardware audio mixer for the stream I'm doing now. So I could capture that window. There's this OBS window I could capture. This is a window from my other computer. Okay. I can capture. This is actually what I'm recording my my tutorial on now. So you could record specific windows. If I have that window open, could I capture that? No, that's not registering, but I could capture a web browser. So we got web browser on here. Browser. All right. And then I could just give it a site to go to. I don't know. What site do we go to? Well, You just input a site and capture it there. Let's see. Actually, I wonder why I should be able to. Let me move this to another window. I should be able to capture my Chrome window. Not sure why I'm not. I don't want to. Let's get rid of this thing right here. Browser. Let's just trash that. I should be able to capture a window that way. Let's just see. Let's just add existing window. And let's try finding, oops. We got 2 of them on there. Let's try finding the source. There's the source. There it is right there. For some reason it wasn't showing up earlier. Now it is. Okay. All right, so I can add my window. I can add my website if I want a specific website on here, right? You can add specific windows. And anything you do on that window, well, you know, you'll see it in the
streaming channel. You can come join us every Tuesday and Thursday for some...
Okay. All right, so I can add that, but that's pretty much not too useful in a esports stream, but, you know, these 2 are your gameplay, okay, and your shouting. Okay, those are two things you want to have for your esports stream. What else can you add? Let's just see. Well, what else might be useful? Text is useful. So you can just call it text. But I can go ahead. Here's kind of what's cool. I can go ahead and let's say I want Arial sounds good. I don't know. Arial's fine. We'll just leave it as Arial. Okay. But let's just say I'm going to say score EV. And then I'm going to say score. I'm going to make up some other school. DH. Okay. 2 scores. Okay. All right. So notice that's pretty big. Okay. Pretty big. Let me make this smaller here. Make this smaller. Let's see. Our font size is way too big. Alignment, we want it center. Okay, let's see. Our font is way too big. Okay. Let's just scale this down a bit. Actually, I'm just going to do it like this. I'm going to scale it down like that and drag it over. Okay. All right, so let's say this is keeping score, okay? Now, something you can do, which is really cool to keep track of score, and I would obviously probably want this to be a different color. Okay. That color is not good. Color's down here, I think. Here we go. Let's say I want it. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Not the greatest color, but hey, we'll go with it. So let's say I want 2 little scores to go here, but I don't want the scores. I want the scores to be from a file. Now, why would I want to do that? Well, let's see. Let's see. Well, because WordPad. Okay. Because let's say these are my scores. 17. That's a high score, huh? How about 3 to 6? Okay. So let me save this real quick. I'm just going to save it in my esports. And I'm going to save this as smash score. Okay. All right. Now, why would I want to do this? Well, I can move this on another monitor. Okay. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to add some text from a file. So I'm going to add some more text. I'm going to call it file. Text from file. Oops, file. Okay. And this is going to be read from file. So I'm going to browse. I'm going to find that file. see, documents, esports. Oh, I thought I saved that file. Let's see. I don't see it. Let me try saving it again. Save. Save. WordPad. Okay, let's see if I can find it now. Browse. Maybe I'm using the wrong. Let's. Notepad. That's what I want. Sorry. Notepad's a better one to use. Okay, 3 to 6. Let's save that as. Let's save this in my esports. And yeah, you need the TXT extension. Okay, let's just save this as score. Smash score. Okay, I don't know. Smash score. SMH score. Okay. All right. So now I'll move this over here to my other screen. Cancel that. Okay, browse. Now I should see. Why is it not saving there? Save. Save as. Documents. Oh, I see where it's saved. It didn't save it there. It saved it right there. Okay, so there's the file, right? I'm going to open that file. Notice it has the 3 to 6. I'm going to select OK. Now, obviously, this 3 to 6 thing, it's too big. All right. Move it over here. There's 3. There's a 6 there. Okay, but it needs to move over a bit. Well, all I got to do is go over to my notepad file, maybe throw in a couple tabs, and then do a Control S. And it should update in there. It didn't. So I guess spaces don't really update. Okay, well, that's an easy fix. I can just go to this one right here that I made. This text right here. I can go right here. And I can just... There you go. 3 to 6. Okay. All right, so I got a score. It's 3 to 6. Okay. So the cool thing is now with this text file, right? Maybe they score 1 and it's 7. Save it. You see how it just updated in my stream to 7? Maybe these guys scored 2. So now it's 5, right? Control S. Save. Look at my score. It just changed. 5 to 7. Okay. So using these texts or these notepad files is a great way to update scores in a game. Maybe this team scores another one. It's another 2 points. We'll do a save, and what do you know? It updates it to 9. See, so it's a great way to have another screen and have a notepad going, and you can update scores just like that on your stream. So it's a kind of really handy thing to have. And of course, just like the other one, I can go and change colors. I can make it orange for that text if that's what I want. Okay, I can change font sizes. I can go to this other one here. I really didn't like this other one's color. So I can select a different color. Maybe a brighter. Ooh, that's probably not good enough. Maybe a purple. I don't know. Can select a different color there. And so there we go. I got a nice scene, and it's keeping my score. But you know what? I put that on the wrong thing. Well, it's not a big deal. I can go to my gameplay and I can add scene. I don't want to add a scene. I want to add I want to do is I want to go here and I want to take this right here and I want to copy it. Go right here and paste. Go over here, copy. Go over here, right click, paste. Okay. However, I don't, there we go. So now I got a score with my game right there, and it's in the right place. I can go back here and take these ones off, delete them. Okay. And now I got my score in the right place. It should still be connected to the same file. If I update the score of 5 to a score of, oh, I don't know. How about they really went wild and they got 10, right? So it's still updated. There it is, 10-9. So it still all works just like it should, right? Switch audio's going in the background like you saw. There's my 2 scenes. One scene with a score and one scene with not. Now I can add all kinds of things here. You can add more things to your gameplay screen. Maybe I want to add some other image. Maybe this is going to be, I don't know, maybe my Twitter channel, Twitter CH. I can browse, go into Esports, streaming, overlays, social media, Twitter. So there's my blank Twitter. You can open that up. Say yes. I'll include that. I could type some text right in there of my Twitter channel. Add some text over the top, right? And I could put it in my Twitter feed right there to go on my gameplay. So there's all kinds of ways you can really make these streams come to life. You can transition between the two just by clicking on them. You can even make hot buttons. If I go to settings and I go to advanced and I go down here, hotkeys, let's do some hotkeys. Never disable hotkeys. Okay. Oh, hotkeys right here. So let's say I go down here. Smash gameplay. Switch to scene. Okay, what if I do a control 1 for that? All right. Smash shout. Let's make that control 2. Say okay. So now if I press control 1, you see I automatically go to that without clicking. Control 2. So I've kind of just made myself kind of like a little stream deck, right? And I can switch between the scenes. That's really cool. Okay. All right, so hopefully that helps you out a little bit. Video capture devices, a video capture card is something great to have if you're going to capture Switch. You can also capture another PC, okay, if you have like a dual PC setup. We've talked about media sources. Those are videos or cinematic videos and things like that. We've talked about display and game captures, how that works. Okay, well, I guess we didn't do a display capture. I don't know why you would do a display capture, but you could do one. Display capture just captures your monitor, whatever display you're looking at. This one, you'll get a zoomed effect because that's the display I'm on. Display 3, that's a blank display. That's my smart board. And this is just a copy of the display. Oops. Let's see, display capture. This is just a copy of the display that you're seeing. Actually, no, this is display, my other display. This is my other display that I'm going to close this notepad file. Put this back on this screen. Okay, and this is my other display where I'm actually making this video. Yeah, I have OBS open twice to do this. That's kind of how you record yourself doing OBS with OBS. Otherwise, you get, like I said, you get this kind of thing. So if I was to do this display, you get the never-ending mirror. Oops, I guess I didn't didn't take there. Yeah, you get this never-ending mirror kind of effect. And that's not what you want, okay? That's not what you want. So here's, you see this mirroring going on. It's mirrors forever, forever, and forever, and forever. It's this never-ending mirror, right? So in OBS, if you want to capture, you have to have 2 displays is the best way, and then you don't get that mirroring effect. And that's how that works. All right, so I'm going to get rid of this display capture though, but it just captures a display. Okay, pretty simple there. I'll get rid of that guy there. All right, so we've created a couple common scenes. Okay, another common scene you might want to use is a start screen or an intermission screen. So what I like to do is a welcome screen. Welcome. So this particular one here would be a media source because it's basically a movie. Okay, and we could just call this the starting soon. Okay, and my starting soon file is going to be in here somewhere. Let's see, streaming. Where is it? Here it is, starting soon. Open that. Oh, I forgot to loop it. Loop, okay. So this is just a simple movie I made. It's got audio. You can see the audio going there. Notice how loud it is. Got to turn that thing down. Okay. And there it is. It's got some audio. Okay, I'm not going to put it in the mix, but there's some audio for you. Okay. So this is something I made in Canva. Okay, in Canva, you can make a lot of this kind of esports screens, like a welcome screen. You might need an intermission screen. We'll call that intermission. And we'll add another media source. And this is going to be intermission. Or be back soon. Call it be back soon. Okay, that file is be right back. Okay, I want to loop it. Okay, so there's my be right back. So that's good for maybe you're here, you're doing your stream, your gameplay. Okay, maybe that's going on, and then you're doing some shoutcasting, right? And then you say, okay, we'll be right back, and then you switch to this scene here, and you'll be right back. Or usually when I start my stream, there's this welcome screen going on. Okay, and then I'll come on and maybe start doing some shoutcasting and start talking about the game for the day and things like that. So hopefully this helps you get an idea of how you can build scenes, how things, are in order here, right? If I put that cinematic in the front, you can't see any of that stuff, right? So it matters. It matters where you put things in this list, okay? Good thing about these scenes and everything like that, everything you save, again, you can create it all under a scene collection, and you can even export that collection to use in another form of OBS. As long as all the files structures are the same, it should work. It should work. You have the same files, same directories on each computer. It should work. Otherwise, you're going to have to find some files that might be missing, okay? So hopefully this is helpful to you on how to build some scenes in OBS. And, well, we will see you in the next video, which the next video is going to cover using Canva to make some things like this. Okay, so we'll see you later.